wife of the Uber driver accused of shooting and killing a passenger Friday morning is breaking her silence, talking only to Denver 7.
This woman says her husband, Michael Hancock, was acting in self-defense, and she says there are witnesses to prove it. And now she's trying to raise money for a lawyer to represent her husband, who she says should not be behind bars. Right now, Hancock is being held without bond.
Denver 7's Sally Mamdou sat down with her exclusively. Sally, she says she's confident her husband's coming home.
And Shannon, we are still trying to figure out what led to the tragic shooting and killing of 45-year-old New Win Kim Friday morning. But today, the alleged shooter's wife tells me her husband, who's a loving father, was acting in self-defense. A loving father who's always there for his children. That's the man Michael Hancock's wife knows, not the man now being held on a first-degree murder charge for allegedly shooting and killing a man Friday morning during an Uber ride.
Michael was always at the boys' school, like reading to the class.
She says her husband drove Uber to make ends meet for their family of 4.
He's like, I'm gonna go make this money so that we can do everything that we want to.
That morning, she says, her husband was defending himself. Was he acting in self-defense?
Yes, he was.
He was acting in self-defense?
We know that 100%.
She says her husband, who was a full-time student, had been with Uber for 3 years and maintained close to a 5-star rating. At times, she says her husband had a firearm on him because he feared for his safety.
He would come home and tell me stories of people not getting out of their car, people drunk throwing up, trying to touch him.
Her husband told her he's puzzled by why he's behind bars.
Why am I still here? Seems like a kid will figure out I had bruises, the man had none.
Despite Uber telling us they constantly send drivers safety tips, she feels more needs to be done to protect drivers.
Who's going to be there for the Uber driver when there's something that goes, say the conversation goes a certain way and the passenger doesn't like what's going on and they decide to force themselves on you or attack you? There's no support for the driver.
Since the incident,
someone just delivered these, a carton of flowers.
People have been showing their support to Hancock and his wife. Others even donating money to help out with attorney fees, things that are keeping her hopes alive.
So yeah. We're just waiting for him to come home. Yeah.
Hancock's family tells me they are in desperate need for an attorney to represent Hancock. They started a GoFundMe account that raised $11,000. Now, that account was later taken down due to a policy violation related to collecting attorney fees for cases like this. Now, we've tried, of course, to reach out to the victim's family for a comment, but they declined to speak to us.
Tough one. All right, Sally, thank you.
Thank you, Sally.